Hey guys, I'm back again with the Subaru, and we ran into an issue with the brake lines being too rusty, so instead of making a video on how to do this, which I already have a video on how to do this on a Civic, I wanted to kind of just do a tips and tricks, quick little video, so let's just go ahead and knock it out real quick. Here's the car. She's all taken apart pretty much right now. So originally what I was trying to do was put new front pads on this thing because the pads were completely worn out, and yes, I know you're supposed to replace rotors and pads, but frankly I could give a shit. So I went ahead and tried to push the pistons back in on this caliper, and one of the pistons was stuck, and I was trying a bunch of different methods to try to get it out, and finally what I ended up having to do was taking a big C-clamp, I bet you it was on this side. Yep, that big C-clamp right there, putting a brake pad on the back end of it, and then having to put these vice grips onto the small end, right there where the screw is, right there, and you know, using the force of the vice grips to be able to make that thing turn and get the piston all the way down. So thankfully that worked. That's much better than I would have expected, but before I was able to get that C-clamp to work, the whole brake system from the inside of the car back pretty much blew out. So I had to go ahead and replace all these lines. Before I did that though, I went ahead and dropped the subframe, so it's these 4 bolts, the exhaust pipe, or well, these 2 bolts, and then there's another 2 bolts on the other side, and I went ahead and dropped this. And I noticed there was a lot of rust issues as far as the lines go. So like, you know, there was a lot of rust on all the brake lines, so the 2 brake lines, and then there was also just a little bit of surface rust on the fuel lines, and the evap lines were just close to that. They weren't really rusted out just yet, which was still a little scary. But that's why we're getting rid of this thing. It's time for it to find a new owner that's going to drive it into the ground instead of me, who is going to fix it until I drive it into the ground. Gotta put that nipple back on. There we go. So I ran new lines all the way into here, basically. Got a little bit of leakage on that one, but there's just some compression fittings. I gotta get this rubber boot back down in here and maybe bend these lines a little bit more so that they're nice and sturdy. But overall, it's pretty decent. So that once I found that spot in the car, it made it a lot easier. There was a lot of just like sitting here contemplating on what to do for a long time, but thank God I was able to finally figure it out. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw the wheels back on this thing. I actually went ahead and plasti dipped them. I didn't really care about painting on the tires, but I made them gold. I thought the green and the gold would look pretty good. Give it some kind of like a rally look to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on, and we're gonna go see if the Forester is fixed or if she's a pile of garbage. Alright, so I just got back from my little cruise, and she's working good. I've topped her off on some brake fluid, checking out these new colored rims. I think it looks pretty damn good on the Forester. They look cool together. Yeah, she's looking good. Driving well. Not getting any more leaks from my compression fittings. I went and pretty much just cranked them down. Yep, they're doing pretty damn good right there. No leaks right now. Perfect. So I still got my work cut out. I gotta go ahead and take these seats and get them reinstalled. And then I gotta clean out the car. It's a little dirty. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Always trying to check out some Pro Charger shit. Make sure you look at the channel if you want to see Matt's Pro Charge Mustang. Once again, this is Making Mechanics with the Subaru and the Mazda. There's a logo. Hit me up if you want a vinyl, any size, any way, any color. It's gonna be yours. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.